One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped, I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks, let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common, we just wanna have fun. Hey, what you wanna do? We about to do it. We about to do it. Do something crazy.
Okay, your nose keep running and the money keep coming. Hey, I'ma keep ballin'. Hey, rock a park, spallin'. Hey, carefree, I've been living carefree. So much in the air, we can barely even breathe. Hey, I really worry about things I don't know. You say I'm living wrong, you ain't wrong, man, alone. Hey, so think about it, it ain't nothing I don't know. All the money that I saw, I don't think I'm ever wrong.
Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Columbus Explorers going up against the Giants. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Columbus Explorers and the New York Giants. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Seven-yard punt, a return of 4. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. Cuts back left sideline. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime.
it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. The penalty really backs up the offense here on first down. Now 20 yards to go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Anytime there's an open target and there's a reception, the next thing you're looking for, the ability to break a tackle and gain additional yardage. That's what we just saw.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they try the right side here. And some room to roam now. 20. And a huge play that time. 44 yards. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he...
Now first down following that long gain. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll try and sneak it here. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. So they go play action. 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down deep in their territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 50 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here we go. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Giants! Their dangerous wide receiver, 67 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
How about the throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He got 29 yards that time. Completed pass, but the O-line, they're a little thankful because their quarterback got hit hard.
You ever notice, Brandon, that after the quarterback takes a big hit, the first guy to him is the offensive lineman that allowed it? Sometimes you throw that lookout block, and then you breathe a sigh of relief that your quarterback's okay.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now a handoff here to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
Now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. third down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He gets this one away, and, boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but, boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back here right after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
Looking to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And his guys are going to retake the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The kick. They will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He's going to get a double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see that sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll be first down, Giants. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field, sideline, and make a catch. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just for driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Second down following the incompletion.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue, left.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And an alley to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their dangerous wide receiver, 69 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now back out comes the offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Though they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw